And what led you to actually discovering hydrogen in terms of its therapeutic use?
Well, I was desperate. I was really sick. My life was over. I mean, I quickly learned that when you don't have your health, then there's I mean, what good are you at that point? If you can't work, you can't be good to others, you can't do anything for others. If anything, I became a burden for people around me. And it was just a soul crusher. I couldn't walk, had extreme pain all over my body. I had tumors, autoimmune issues. I had a heart condition. On and on it goes. I was really a mess. My immune system was also terrible, and there were just no answers for me, in the medical field, which I was very familiar with because I worked there for so long. And so then I just felt like I had to find my own answers, and I kind of went on a journey looking for my own answers. But I'm really big on clinical data, and so but I also use things like common sense. I use my gut instinct, and I try to put them all together and really find a path. And I stumbled upon hydrogen, just reading scientific data. And I actually thought it was a scam, actually, when I first started reading about it, because I'm such a skeptic. There's so much nonsense out there. I'm so sorry to say that, but that's what I encountered. I encountered a lot of garbage out there in the world of healing. And it was very frustrating because I had to navigate what really works, what doesn't. And hydrogen sounded so good, but I thought it was a scam. And I read the data for almost 4 years before I even decided to implement it. And I was looking at who was funding the research studies, where the research studies were actually being done. I mean, I took a huge dive into this because it looked so promising. But I also looked at other areas. It wasn't the only thing that I really got into, but it was one of the most challenging, difficult things because there was no information at the time that I was looking into it other than these scientific studies. But I mean, I couldn't find anything on YouTube. I couldn't find anybody talking about it. Of course, as I got deeper into this, I realized that there's different ways of making hydrogen, potential ways that could be harmful, that are not the right way. And then that was even more difficult. Finding the scientific data was one aspect. And what became very difficult was how in the heck do you make it properly, because there was virtually no data. And then I had to start looking into the science and learning about metals, learning about direct ionization versus not ionizing water, and chemicals that are used to make hydrogen. It was a lot of work. Let's put it that way. It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
And so that's how it all got going.